In today's lesson we're looking at rates, and we hear rates all the time, particularly in the news, things like interest rates. And one of the most common forms of rates is actually speed. And when we talk about speed, we'll often give the answer in kilometres per hour. And what we're doing is taking the average of the distance over the time. So if we travel, simply if this 40 kilometres an hour, if we travel 40 kilometres in 1 hour, we take our distance travelled of kilometres, divide it by hours, and that's pretty simple, that we get 40 kilometres per hour. Now it's not always that simple. The other way, if say we go on a big trip and we want to travel from say Hobart to Launceston, so the distance travelled might be say 300 kilometres, and it might take us 3 hours. Now that's a pretty simple one to work with. All we're doing now is dividing our top and distance by our hours, and we end up with 100 kilometres per hour. So that would be our average speed. Now obviously when we talk about rates, it doesn't have to always be kilometres per hour, and we can basically think of it as dividing one number by another number. So if we go with some other examples here, we can see that a shearer shears 1,110 sheep in 5 days. So we take one number, divide it by the other. One of the easiest ways we can think about this in terms of getting our numbers around the right way is thinking about how we're going to express our answer, or give our answer when we've come up with a number. So we would want to know how many sheep are shorn per day. So I take my sheep, which is the 1,110 sheep. I'm going to write that in there this time, and we're going to divide it by 5 days. So all we need to do there is punch that into the calculator, and we get 222 sheep per day. So we've used this a couple of times, but just a reminder that this little line here means per, and if we think about that, that's also like our division sign, in that it's 222 sheep per 1 day. Okay, so you can view it that way as well. So let's go with another example here. We've got 8 litres of fuel and it costs $12.56. So we'd want to probably express this in how much it costs. So we've got to think about it. We're not just going to put our 8 on top this time. It's not going to be 8 litres per dollar. We would actually want to give it as dollars per litre, which means our dollar figure is going to go on top. So $12.56, that's dollars per litre, so that's 8 litres. Again, punch that into our calculator. 12.56 divided by 8. $1.57 per litre. Okay, so it costs $1.57 per litre. Let's just write that out properly there, and we would just normally give our litres as that capital L. Okay, so the next one, this is the last one we're going to look at today as an example. We've got the concentration of a solution, and we want to give the answer in grams per litre. So you can see we've got this GL, and what's the concentration if we have 10 grams of salt per 750 millilitres of water. So just one thing that's a little bit tricky with this problem is that this liquid amount here is given in millilitres. We actually want to find it in litres, we can see there. Okay, so we just need to convert the millilitres to litres. 10 grams over 0.75 litres. Okay, now we've got it in the right form, we can put that into our calculator. So 10 divided by 0.75, 13.3 reoccurring grams per litre. So if we were trying to make up a solution and we had a 1 litre bucket, we would need to put 13.3 grams of salt to make up that same concentration.